Slavery has become a threat to our national security. That's according to a new report from the University of Nottingham.
Experts there have studied documents from the so-called Islamic State. They say human trafficking is now funding terrorism and it's become a tactic of war. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
Retaking the city of Mosul from the so-called Islamic State, a regime that kept detailed records, evidence of its brutality. Now those records and personal testimonies have been used by academics here in Nottingham, the first systematic analysis, they say, of enslavement as a tactic of war.
What surprised us most was actually how centralised the bureaucratic process of slavery had become. They notarized each slave sale. They were able to put on multiple slave markets in which they were selling hundreds of slaves at any one time. They even regulated the price of individual slaves. The money that they gained from this was then able to go directly into their coffers to buy weapons, to fund travel of foreign fighters.
Horrific accounts have emerged of how captured Yazidi women and girls were sold for sex. But boys from that community were targeted for a different reason.
What we know from the documents that ISIS kept is that they were particularly interested in turning boys between the age of 8 and 12 into fighters. One of the key things that this research is trying to do is understand the use of child soldiers like that through the lens of slavery. They were forcibly put in situations where they had to carry guns and fight on behalf of ISIS. The alternative was death.
The so-called Islamic State has now been defeated on the battlefield, but their ideology is still out there. And the Nottingham academics say slavery now needs to be treated as a priority for our national security. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today.